Hello YouTube, and today I'm just doing a quick overview of this knife I made a little while back ago. Alright, so basically this is a hunting slash utility knife. It's made out of stainless steel with a stainless steel handguard and hardwood grips. Basically this knife is about 25 centimeters long. It has a 15 centimeter blade, and the width of the blade is about 36 millimeters, and the thickness of the blade is, if you can see that right, is about 3 millimeters. As mentioned before, this knife here has a stainless steel handguard and hardwood grips. Okay, so basically the way I made this knife was I got a piece of stainless steel. I then cut the blade to shape, as you can see here. Then after cutting the blade to shape, I then put the blade blank inside a forge, and I heated it up, and then I hammered an edge onto it. After hammering the edge onto this knife, I then took it out of the forge and then cut the edge to shape. And then after cutting the edge to shape, I then put it back inside the forge, heated it up until it was red hot, and then I quenched it in water in order to harden this edge here though. And during the hardening process, I just left the edge in the water while I left the back of the spine to cool down slowly, so that way it gives it a hard edge and a soft back as well. So hopefully it won't break in use. Next thing I did was I then cut out another piece of stainless steel. The length of this handguard is about 9 centimeters long, and the width of the handguard, I know you can see that correctly, but I'll just try to prop it up here. Yep, and the width of the handguard, it's about 15 millimeters wide. Basically what I did here was I just got a piece of stainless steel. I cut out a slot in the middle of the handguard. Then after cutting out a slot in the middle of the handguard, I then slid the handguard through the tang onto the knife here, and then I just put two spot welds using a TIG welder. I can't remember which one. Yeah, that's right. I used a TIG welder to get a spot weld here and a spot weld here to secure the handguard securely onto the knife. As you can see here, this knife is a full tang blade. So what you see here, the piece of metal bit in there is actually the tang. So the tang is just one big chunk of metal that extends all the way out from the blade to the handle. And as a result of this construction, this knife is incredibly strong. After making this knife, what I did here was I just gave it a quick polish, and then I put the wooden handles onto the tang. The way I did that was I actually drilled 2 holes in the tang, and then I got 2 pieces of hardwood. I then got 2 brass pins about 5 millimeters in diameter, and I secured a pin here and pin here, and then I riveted the 2 blocks of wood onto the tang as well. As you can see here, you can't really see the rivets because it's covered in cord grip. When I first made this knife, I actually had wooden grips and I put lacquer onto the wooden handle, but the problem was when you put lacquer onto the wood, it makes it very slippery, which is very hard to use. So I decided to put this grey nylon cord onto the handle to improve its grip with a piece of black cord to finish it off. Overall, I've made this knife a little while back ago when I was about 16 or 17 years old. I honestly can't remember when I exactly made this knife, but it was a long time ago. As you can see on this knife here, it's got a few nicks and dents and a few stains. In general, I've used this knife for many things, such as general cutting tasks, such as cutting cardboard, and also I've used this knife for wood carving. And at one point, just to test out whether or not the blade was tough, I've actually used it for cutting wood as well. And so far the blade has actually held up quite well. And there you go YouTube, this is my review of my homemade hunting and utility knife. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.